She tells him, ooh, love, no one's ever gonna hurt you, love. I'm gonna give you all of my love. Nobody matters like you.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? My name is Dead Gamer HD, and guys, welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. Today, we're continuing off where we left off in the last episode. Yeah, I still don't know what the hell we're playing. I did more research on the game, and a lot of people have been saying that just play the game normally, and you'll see what happens later on when the time comes. And also, they kept saying to keep the game files open, so that is what I have. So you guys can't see it on my monitor, but I do have the game files open just to double check to be sure. So we're just going to continue off what happens in the last episode. Apparently everything in the start, you're just trying to figure out which girl you want to be with, which of course it's a dating simulator. So the way how mine's ended off, I ended up staying with Sayori for some reason. So I'm not sure if that's what everybody wants me to do. I don't know if people want me to stay with Sayori or stay with Yuri and Natsuki, or Monica. I don't know, but I think I'm gonna stay with Sayori for the time being, since last episode we just started doing that. So not only that, she's a good childhood friend of ours. Not only that, she basically brings the light in everyone's heart, I guess. So, but yeah, if you guys do enjoy the second part of Doki Doki Literature Club, make sure you guys hit it up with a like. If you hasn't already, hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications. The support helps out a lot. Again, sorry for two things. Number one, about my terrible commentary for like this when I'm reading what everybody is saying, because I suck at doing that. And not only that, but it's because you guys probably heard like double audio and something like that in the previous episode. I don't know how to get rid of that. It's probably still gonna happen in the rest of the series, so please don't put any hate in the comments about it. I'm trying to hopefully figure out in the next video. Hopefully I can actually get rid of it, because it's honestly annoying me especially. So I'm hoping I'll try to get rid of it in the next episode when we play Doki Doki Literature Club. And I'm hoping I'm going to do a longer recording session this time, because this game is pretty long. So I don't know. But let's continue off where we left off in last episode. So last episode we were deciding who we should show our poem to first. My honest opinion, I'm gonna go with Sayori, because the poem I think was for Sayori. We're gonna go with Monica, then Yuri, and then Natsuki. So let's do that. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with I almost said Natsuki. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. That is true. Oh my goodness. This is so good, DGHD. I forgot I named myself DGHD. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not good at all. I'm not. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little bit more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a DGHD poem. Alright. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. Okay. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how really a part of the club. Okay, I probably, not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, DGHD. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people. That's something you only really... that's something that only really good people do. That's okay. Apparently that's called fats. Fuck. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason why I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Oh, so we read each other's poem? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Oh shit, we're actually reading the poem. Alright. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? Look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. I'm not mad, I want breakfast. Alright. Click outside the poem area to continue. Okay. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Ah, yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah, especially that last line. I made eggs and toast, even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monika's the best. Ah, yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I will look forward to it. Okay. Who should I show my poem to next? Let's show it to Monika. She is the club president, after all. Hi, DGHD. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ha 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 ha. Don't worry, DGHD. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past on. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monika my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you have those sorts of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe when I get when I'm reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into much into this? Ha ha ha, I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing was kind of gentle to a feel. Okay. I can tell that she's like exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel uncomfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased based, okay, I don't know that fucking word, toward their own kinds of styles. But I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, even though this is a game where you definitely need to press this on. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. That is true. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Oh god, oh, this is a long poem. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparkle protrudes. I can't even talk today. I'm sorry, guys. Everybody's gonna be probably in the comment section like, you suck at talking and literally reading. And I know I suck. Don't judge me. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel Wait, what does that say? I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My I can't even like read half of these. Jesus, mother of Lord. Alright, sort with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. Oh. So what did you think? It's very free form, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. That is true, not even in the game, but in reality. Ha ha ha, it's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you can say that I had some kind of empathy recently. Is that? I don't think it was empathy, Jesus. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An empathy? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. I just hit my mic, sorry about that. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening. Okay, that could be technically kind of true. The way how people can actually see it, I can understand that. All right, let's show it to Yuri. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh. Says sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad? No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It may take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is the best. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness, I give up, are weakened. Okay. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can blame me for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing, even for a simple poem. Not just for finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take some time, but it comes all with practice and learning by my example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit based though. Based? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The 10 trails of my hair illuminate beneath the ember glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the rest of the time. Okay, sorry about me stuttering, especially for this poem, because for some reason this one is actually hard for me to read. I don't know why. It's very good cursive writing. The last yet to be replaced by the sickened blue-green hue of the future. I'm hoping that says hue. I bathe, calms bathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry, I had such terrible writing. No. Okay, whoa. I don't know if that's breaking the fourth wall or something right there, because I literally I don't mean it's like terrible. I mean it's like I'm not good at looking at cursive writing. Well, what? I wasn't good at it at all. But you took a long time to read. Ah. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I liked your poem. Even though it's short and it was very descriptive, it wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little bit more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost Yuri? Uh-huh. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, DGHD. Really? I must have totally missed that point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember, the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being sympathetically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot of more. I'm sorry, guys. I know everybody's gonna be hating me, and I'm... No, shut up, Caleb. Putting that away. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Alright, and the last one we have to show is Natsuki, which I don't think Natsuki will like it. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. It's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't invoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can see, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. I like that poem. I like it, Natsuki. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I liked it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all about sympathetic and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did ya? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I really don't care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Phew! I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little bit more stressful than I anticipated. That's if everyone is judging me for the medical or writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. I generally exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows fury and frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? What? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you can say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If you're looking for suggestions, I would have to ask someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and DDHD did too. So based on that, I gladly give you some suggestions for my own. First of all, excuse me? I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And DDHD liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that GGHD appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? And how do you know that he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I wouldn't deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do over cutesy. You... Is everyone okay? I like how Sayori had to came in just like, is everything okay here? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a bigger size as soon as TGHD started showing up. Jesus Christ. That Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... It doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. TGHD, she's just making me look bad. That's not true. She started it first. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more efficient, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Oh my god, I'm having a stroke or something here. Help me explain that to her, DGHD. Well, wait. There's a reason why we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning them most efficiently. Avoiding them is not only unnecessary limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You'll understand that, right, DGHD? Well... How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course, that's going to be Natsuki, Yuri, or Sayori. I don't want you sides. I don't want you. Help me, Sayori. Help me. Then Natsuki. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead, I turn to Yuri. Yuri? But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Yeah? Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? TGHD. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri that Jesus Christ, Natsuki. Unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a suck-up jerk she is being, she would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and to be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of the differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented, so why are we fighting? Because, well... Also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Oh, Jesus Christ. Sayori stands tormentively. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president, I whispered to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Ha ha ha. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means that Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You can say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see herself get hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to nod. Such a genuine person really does make a good president regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk with her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did we all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. DGHD, how about you? Yeah, I say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone else. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with a newfound determination. DGHD, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. And I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, what happened earlier? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just want your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Phew. You know, DDHD, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone, what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori hasn't still caught onto the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. Pat. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Oh, writing another poem. All right. So, considering how we are doing so far, I'm mainly going to stay with Sayori for right now. Mainly because Sayori is like, I don't know, like, there's something about her that I kind of like. Not only how her personality is, you know, she might be, I don't know. I'm mainly just going to stick with Sayori. Like, Yuri, how I learned her, she's a bit too dark. Like, with a lot of emotions and stuff with her poems. Not even with poems, but how she is entirely. And Natsuki, she's just the definition of cute. Like over expensive cute. So Sayori is kind of between those, I guess, because Sayori is not like over dramatically cute, and she's not very dark in a way, if you get what I mean. So let's stick with Sayori. So cheeks. I had to do that one. Contamination. Fuck. Secretly daydream. Okay. Existing journey. No. Empty. I don't know how, but okay. Eternity. This. Okay, I'm mainly picking a lot of stuff for Yuri. Hopeless. You like hopeless, Sayori? What the fuck? All right. Adventure. Okay. Nibble. No. Okay, that's Natsuki. Spinning. No, you. Okay, you like all these other stuff. Unstable. Okay, you're into that. Misery. Atone. Okay, no, you like Atone. God, I'm picking a lot of stuff for Yuri. Uncontrollable hope. Smile. Okay. Doki Doki. Jesus Christ. I'm trying to make sure I pick the ones that Sayori likes, not what Yuri likes. Forgive. Okay, forgive. Anxiety. Okay, no, that, damn it, I shouldn't pick that one because I knew that was Yuri. Fuck. You're into pain? What the fuck? Alright. It's... Okay, she likes Precious. We need 2 more. Precious Depression. You like why do you like depression? What the fuck? Alright. Excitement. What the fuck? She likes depression? Alright. Okay then. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. God damn. I gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club, the usual scene greets me. Hi, DGHD. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Jesus. That's not you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just want to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Jesus Christ. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming into the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money, so I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option. Wow! I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. The fuck you ain't, alright. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell DHD to let me borrow some money. I don't think freaking Yuri's gonna be up for that, Sayori. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling I'm gonna say a little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you can think that. You're right though. I did something bad, and now I had to accept the revolution. Retribution. That. Still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside of all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But, you wouldn't even come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to track Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Pwah! Jesus, did somebody fucking smack her? Qua! Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow! What was... A cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Geez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a huge bite. Jesus Christ, you're that starving? So good. Sayori suddenly collapses her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Ah, yours look really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez, beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah? Why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her chair and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Ooh? Suddenly, Jesus, I said. Sayori suddenly leans down, takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. That is savage! Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori... Natsuki glances around. Monica is in the club room. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just has something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super late. I'm super sorry. Why did I say super late? God damn it. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Ah, never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would hear the bell rung at least. I must have not heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I just kind of started recently. I always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. That's... Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, GGHD. Monica smiles sweetly. Why you gotta do that pose, though? I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks! So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous exabdom, and I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. DGHD, DGHD! Sayori suddenly comes up to me. I'm gonna get some supplies from another classroom. Want to come with me? Supplies? What for? Well, you know how the festival is coming up. Me and Monica were making some posters and stuff. So I need to go find some crayons and markers and glue sticks. Ah, I see. Sure, I'll go with you. Yay! Okay, Monica, we'll be back soon. Ah, are you going with DGHD to get the supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'll be happy to go with him. Ah, but I wanted to go with him. It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Okay. It was just a suggestion. See if you can find poster paper too, okay? Okay. Ready, DGHD? Yup. Let's go. Let's go. Sayori and I exit the club room. I follow behind Sayori. I follow behind as Sayori hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, it feels like I'm taking a kid to a mall or something. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey Sayori, what exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature. Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't worry. So, is that so? Yep. We're going to do a poetry performance. A performance? What kind? What of kind? Well, everyone is going to take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems. Ah, that sounds kind of dull. DGHD, you're not thinking about that. You're not thinking about the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems, it's about performing them. Like you say the lines of the poems you like. Between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clingy roots, caressing the final joyous moment between my fingers. But to what ends have I summoned this joy? From now, when I look in every direction, the once printed, screw it. But it was a barricaded wasteland. Like that. Oh, she was performing. What the? TV? Why the hell are you on? Thank you very much. Sayori, how do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that. You meanie. I'm working super hard on this, I know. I just meant that it's pretty unordinary contrast to your cute self. Haha, don't say that, it's embarrassing. But I guess that means I'm doing a good job. Yeah, I guess so. Ah, I'm so excited. The festival is going to be so much fun. Sayori spins herself in the hallway again. Hey DGG, this classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission. The mission, eh? It's been a long time since I spent time with Sayori like this. But in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine, drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hole myself up in my room more and more. So going adventuring with Sayori brings up a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. The two of us enter the classroom. Sayori heads straight to the closet, and I follow. Let's see what we have here. Crayons. Sayori pulls a box full of crayons off the shelf. They're the best brand too. They're kind of dirty though. Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the color names. Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted. We still need to find... Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color. Fine. Then at least move aside so I can look for the poster paper. Ah, I dropped one by accident. Smack. What the fuck? Kya! Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. Oh, damn. She falls to the floor and the crayon spilled all over her lap. Ow, 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 ow. You okay? My forehead. Sayori clutches her forehead. Gee, Sayori. That's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Sayori is sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hands, Sayori. But it hurts. Just do it for a second. Why in this position though? Why? Sayori slowly releases her hand from the forehead. She gently bruises her bangs to the side. Ow! Sayori, sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. I can see it too. Jesus. A bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find some ice. DGHD? Where would I even find the ice around this time? I guess a cold drink would do it? You don't have to. I'm fine. Looking like a unicorn. Bruh. Even wincing from pain, Sayori makes a silly joke. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? Okay. Alright, can we not do that? I pat Sayori on the shoulder. And ran out into the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? It doesn't really matter since I will use it as an ice pack rather than to drink. But I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. In just a moment, I am already returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. Back in this position again. She has one palm on her forehead and the other hand onto the clumsy scoop of the crayons back into the box. At least they were already in the wrong spots before I spilled them. Sayori, here. I handed Sayori... Oh, okay, perfect. I handed Sayori the bottle of apple juice. It's nice and cold. Sayori opens the cap and starts to drink it. Bruh, are you stupid? Sayori, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot. Ah, sorry, I forgot. How hard did you hit your head? Sayori places the bottle against the bump on her head. It stings. Just bear with it. It'll feel better soon. Looks like you clean up most of the crayons, so that's good. Hey, DGHD. This kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it? What do you mean? You know how we used to play outside all the time? It will be always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like, I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on things you did. But sometimes when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump. I would start crying really hard. Ha 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 ha. And you would rush over as quick as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even though really wasn't your fault at all, you know. Did you really do that? Yeah, don't you remember? Come to think of it, maybe I do remember for a bit. I guess I was always so focused on my games and didn't pay enough attention to you. So in a way, it was my fault. Kind of like this time too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. DGHD, I don't think you realize, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years, you're rushing to help me even though I was just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart. Aw. Don't call me that. Don't call me that. And I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long. Really? Maybe you're right. DGHD, I'm so glad nothing's changed between us. Do you think it'll be like this forever? Forever? If I'm being honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll each end up for college or after that. so it wouldn't be fair to me to make any promises. But, well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up. I'm so happy. Sayori is a whimsy expression in her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside. Then when I see her deep in the thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her. I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know. Good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way. Not if I hide it under my bangs. There you go, smart. Sayori hops to her feet. Ah! She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs to try to hide the bump without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the club room. Ah, you're back. Good timing. I was just about ready to start sharing our poems. Sayori, your forehead. She's fine, don't worry about. I was playing with the crayons and I smacked my forehead into the shelf. Well, anyway, you were able to find everything we needed. Uh-huh, I have it right. Eh? Sayori frantically glances around herself. I forgot all the stuff. Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper too. Haha. Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, DGHD. Well, Sayori, I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayori. I made it an adventure. Yeah, that. Haha, okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight. Me too. Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems? I guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is tightly closed, I return to my seat. Alright. We're gonna go ahead and end off this video here. We've been recording for almost an hour. And not only that, my throat's getting dry to the point where I actually need water in order to continue doing commentary. I'm hoping everybody's enjoying this little thing so far. Again, like I said in the beginning of the video, I am sorry about my commentary. My commentary is a bit stale, you know, especially when it comes to reading, because I can't read correctly. I don't know, it's just me. But I'm starting to like how this is already coming, even though like nothing has happened yet. You know, something could happen later on. You don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end off this video here. I'm gonna stop talking. I'm hoping that if you guys do enjoy the video, please to make sure hit that like button. It lets me know that you guys want me to continue on with the series. As people did say on the internet, that this series is supposed to end up breaking a lot of fourth wall or something like that. So I don't know when it's supposed to happen. It's supposed to happen very soon. So if you guys have any tips for me of what I should do or which people I should stay with, please let me know in the comment section down below this video. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end off this video here. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to hit that like button. If you guys haven't already, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. Support helps out, join the squad and all that good stuff. And guys, I will talk to you guys later. Peace.